Dynamic instructional design, a 6-step model to help organize tutoring sessions. Purpose of dynamic instructional design: to help develop lessons that cater to your students' learning needs, allowing lessons to be dynamic, helping keep your student engaged, and an opportunity to evaluate your lessons and get feedback. First, know your student. Each student will have a different background. Knowing your student's current level of education in a particular subject and knowing their preferences is important. Questions to consider: your student's age, grade level, level of experience with the subject you'll be teaching, and their preferences or interests. By knowing their interests, you can develop questions and topics around their interests, which will help them remain engaged. Articulate objectives. Outline measurable goals or objectives. Develop your plan to reach the desired outcome. Some examples: a high school student who's studying physical science, their outcome could be describe the differences between protons, electrons, and neutrons. An elementary math student with the outcome of completing a 10-question addition and subtraction quiz with 90% accuracy. And a middle school English student with the outcome of reading a paragraph and then being able to paraphrase the main ideas of the passage. Establish the learning environment. Since you'll be doing your tutoring online, there are several things that you can do to make sure that your environment and your student's environment is best set up for the best session possible. So come prepared with all the tools that you'll need for the session. Have reinforcers prepared if you'd like to use them, and limit distractions that could distract yourself or your student. Identify teaching and learning strategies. Find a strategy that works the best for your student and the content that you'll be teaching. Pedagogical cycle. First, develop a structure by introducing a topic, giving a direction, or adding additional information. Then, give your student a question on the topic that's introduced. Give your student the opportunity to answer the question and give feedback to your student's answer. When teaching, use examples, activities, models, or videos to teach new content. And practice. Review lesson contents until your student gains mastery. Identify and select technologies. Based on your lesson design, use technologies that aid in teaching content. Some tools that you could use are pen and paper, PowerPoints, videos, models, or images, or any helpful app such as ones that help create quizzes or an interactive whiteboard where you and your student can work on the same problem at the same time. Plan a summative evaluation. Reflect on your lesson design and the progress of your student. Each of the previous 5 steps can be considered an evaluation. If there's any element that your student's outgrown or any element of your lesson which isn't working, you can always go back and change that. Examples: did your lesson take into account your student's previous experience with the subject? Were your objectives in alignment with your student's learning needs? Was your session's environment organized to minimize distractions and maximize opportunities to learn? Did your student have enough opportunities to practice new questions? Are there any new technologies or apps that could be introduced to help your session?